Hello again, Scrapper Names fans. How are we all today? I am back with another process video for you. This one is a 12 by 12 layout for the D-lish Scraps July challenge. Now, this is the main sketch challenge and the mood board I decided to put together. So got some lovely little goodies here. It's photos documenting my daughter's trip to the dentist, which she did very well with and didn't carry on or anything, which was great. So the paper you can see in the background is just from, and I'm serious, an Aldi paper pad. I don't know if anyone here in Australia picked anything up when they had their little scrapbooking goodies out. I did, just to have a look. I got one for me, one for my daughter, and this one I think is called the Vintage Escape series, or whatever you want to call it, mix. So yeah, I'm using this paper to go with the colours of the mood board, and then the sketch with the 3 photos. So I've just chopped up some light blue tissue paper and using that to sort of bump up my photos to add a bit of texture in the background, as well as using those colours, as I said, for the board. And just fussing around with the layout as to making sure it sort of sticks to the main elements of the sketch challenge that was there. So in the sketch is a doily in the background. So as you can see, I'm just using a pink doily from my stash. No particular collections are used here at all. It's just random bits and pieces that I find that I thought would suit the layout as well as the challenge itself. Alright, now just getting into sticking down, I just used double-sided tape both on the tissue paper, which worked well, it didn't stuff up on me, phew, as well as laying down my photos as well. Now this layout came together, once it came together, it sort of flowed pretty easily. I just had to work out where things were going, and some of it was embellishing the page and making sure all the colours fitted and you know, went with the mood board and whatnot. So I did sit down on my photos. I did edit out you having to sit there and watch me fight with tape and whatnot. So now from memory, I think it had some florals in it and things, so I'm just giving that a go. And some journaling down the bottom here. I've just pulled that cute frame. I actually think that came in my this month being July Kitaholic kit. Let's have a look. Give me a second. I usually have. It's the Kaiser Craft Daydreamer Collectibles from Die Cut Shapes. So that's where that little frame came from. As I said, it's all bits and bobs everywhere. And just playing around with things where they're going to fit perfectly. All right. Now these little pieces, now I did cut those little pop out hearts, sorry, with my little heart punch there, and that's just, as I said, it's just easy. It's from Kmart, so nothing too much. Now I don't know if these florals, where they came from, these little flowery pieces. Might have just been hiding in my stash. But anyway, how is everyone? Did anyone else collect, I think I might have asked this before, but I'm not sure, any of the Aldi stuff when it came out a few weeks ago? They had a lot of bits and pieces there. I did get my daughter a new 12 by 12 album, as well as her own little paper pad. It was like Island Escape or something it was called, different to my stuff. But yeah, I mean, that seems not too bad. I think they're all right. They work. More scrappy goodies. Can't hurt, can it? Now, these little hearts here, as I said, are cut from some glitter, pale pink glitter cardstock. And I do go off a little bit, as I usually do with a sketch challenge. I sort of change it around a little bit. But I did pop them up on some little pieces of foam just to give it some dimension. Now, this is funny, this piece. I thought, oh, this is a good idea. I was trying to figure out, it looked too blank in that, as you can see me tapping my fingers, and I actually sat there for ages trying to figure out whether or not that was the right spot for the frame, but I think that's where the journaling had to go, and I wanted it to go around the journaling and yada, yada, yada. So as you can see, I do journal it, and I am going to put the frame around it. My tip would be to make sure you measure it out properly, because as you'll see when I go to stick this down, the frame covers up some of the writing. I think it only really covers up the date at the top. So as in any scrapbooking, nothing's ever a failure. You just added more embellishing. So I added some blue washi tape in the bit at the top and the bottom just to, make it look like it was meant to happen. So yes, just watch and see what happens. It's a little bit silly, really, but anyway, you think you have a good. I think my thought was like, yeah, that's great. I finally found an idea, and then went, oh, really, Amy? So yes, instead of having to redo the journaling, as you can see, and oh, that's right, the frame piece there, the tape wasn't thin enough, so I have to glue it down, which I thought was going to stuff up my writing, but it didn't, so I was really happy with that. So how's everyone been keeping? Have we been getting some scrapping done and what's not? I've just finished our school holidays here in Canberra, and I had our 2 kids over both weeks. They're shared care, that's why so that doesn't sound so silly. So I didn't really get a lot done. I was helping my stepdaughter in the first week practice or learn to art journal. Mind you, I'm still learning, but yeah, she came up with some really cool pages. She's quite creative. And then, I had my son the second week who wanted to have a go at scrapbooking and started to, but got to build his confidence with it a little bit, I think. And then they went back to school this week, so it's been running around after school kids. So, yes, today's my day off, so I've been doing some design team things and voiceovers and all that sort of stuff. And actually, hopefully, maybe later tonight, I'll actually get some scrapbooking itself in. So I've been scheduling posts, so stay tuned, keep an eye out. So it's Friday today here in Australia. So tomorrow, which is Saturday, at 9 a.m. there is a new design team process video going up on my channel as well as over at Scrapping Clearly. So pop over, have a peek. So I said 9 o'clock just to start your Saturday morning off with some scrappy fun. And then I'll post this video maybe later tomorrow as well. So you get a double whammy because I don't think I've posted as much this week because I haven't got as much done. All right, sorry, now rambling, back to the layout. So I decided to add that, what do you call it? Hang on, I'll have a look. Burlap, the blue stuff, the hessian-y looking stuff. I actually brought that from Lincraft a little while ago just to give it a go. So I've decided to put part of my title, which says dentist, using those pink alphabet stickers, onto that just to make it stand out, add a bit of texture. I thought it looked a bit fun. It's the colour of the mood board fitting in as well. So, yeah. So I've just used my title there. You can see I've got cool at, with the at sign, and then I'm going to script write the dentist. You can see here with my blue script font marker. I was pretty happy with thought around the using that hessian stuff to do my title. I thought it looked a bit different. It was something out of the ordinary for me. Anyway. Now, as you can see, that spot up there was bothering me. It didn't have it. I felt it needed something there just to balance it off a little bit because otherwise it sort of looks to me it looked a bit empty considering the rest of the page looked quite full. I didn't want to sort of make it look too busy, so I add some washi and that doesn't quite fill the gap that I wanted it to. I think I actually pull out my diamond press, which I don't make you watch the process of doing it, little die cut machine, and cut out little fingers helping me there, a camera with it, which you'll see shortly. Yeah, see, it's bothering me. I was on a bit of a kick when I did these layouts a few weeks back because I was trying to use things that I don't normally get out. So my like my diamond press, I've used that a lot lately. I've also done some videos over last weekend that was using my fuse tools on some pocket pages. So you'll see them shortly. I'll get them sorted and uploaded through the week. Just trying to pull out some tools. Do you ever have that moment where you're like, I have these, expensive items. I haven't really used them. Let's give it a go. I know I do. Let me know in the comments below what things you use or don't use as much of, that you sort of look and you go, I really should use that. You know, as I said, I was on a bit of a roll with the diamond press and using it for different layouts and making embellishments and and things like that. So always good to do, I think, anyway. All right, so just adding some last finishing touches. This layout is nearly done. That space was really bothering me. I'm not really sure why, but it was. I actually stacked that camera, if you noticed, on the back and backed it onto some of that blue burlap hessian-y stuff. So yeah, and I think this layout's pretty much done. Yep, I'm going to show you some close-ups now. If you have any questions, as I say, always leave me a comment. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, or if you've got some constructive feedback, let me know in the comments, and we'll work towards it if there's something you want to see. But thank you so much for watching and stopping by. I'll see you soon. Bye.